Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation. Well, did you watch it? It was short, it was sweet, it was also comprehensive, and that is Donald Trump's CPAC speech. Well, we now know that it was fake news that he was going to start another party. Remember, when Trump ran, he dealt with that back in 2016 and realized that starting a third party just doesn't work. It just splits the Republican Party. I loved everything he said about the speech, that he did in the speech. Trump covered the issues, but Trump also pointed out unity for the Republican Party, except he called out by name all of those senators, state representatives that dogged him. He's not a phony, is he? I love that fact about Trump. He's not a phony. He also didn't back down about the Supreme Court. He didn't back down about the election. He didn't back down about anything. So I think it's wonderful. And guess what? Those people that think his political career was over, well, they are mistaken. You know, Trump, they used the expression, feeling his oats. Trump knows he's still the man in the Republican Party. And that speech proved it. Next, I want to discuss the poll. Did you see the Stroll poll? The Stroll poll, Trump was 55% and DeSantis is 21%. I think most Republicans love the idea, even before the Stroll poll, of a Trump-DeSantis ticket. Wow. Would that be an incredible ticket? Wouldn't it? And you know what else? Even if Trump was out of the race, Santis wins, and guess who was second? Noem. Another great ticket. Trump and Noem. Bottom line is, you can see why Nikki Haley didn't show up. Did she? PAC. I want to promote that there's now a PAC set up. I forget the name of it. But also, he's promoting DonaldTrump.com. So let's help Trump. Can you imagine what's going to happen when Trump gets all this money for his candidates and his causes? Look out. I want to cover some names. I say Romney and company, including Cassidy. Do you see where Cassidy of Louisiana says, if we all just worship one man, it's not going to work? You know what? They're all just jealous. They call it a cult of Trump. Why don't they call it a cult of Obama? A cult of Hillary? Really? Do you see how they play the game? But I love the fact that Mitt Romney, see, he keeps wanting to stomp on the grave of Trump, and it doesn't work. He and all the other United States senators that were against him. And I can tell you right now, they will draw Trump opponents. Murkowski in Alaska, let's see what happens there, especially if Sarah Palin runs. How about Lynn Cheney? Lynn Cheney, she's toast, isn't she? Kristi. Remember Kristi? Supposed to be his buddy, stomped on his quote-unquote grave. Golly, man, I hate that guy. Then last but not least, Nikki Haley. Boy, Nikki Haley was loyal. Boy, she jumped off too, didn't she? Then she wanted to have a meeting. Trump said no. She didn't go to CPAC. No kidding, she didn't go to CPAC. Another person. All of these people miscalculated Trump's political death to their detriment. CUOMO. The latest on CUOMO is getting really bad. He apparently, there's video footage of him having a news reporter eat a sausage for him. Really? How messed up is that? He's obviously a creep, big time creep. And slowly but surely, all the Democrats are calling for his caucus. Haven't heard from Chelsea Handler, who wanted to send him on be on a date with him, though, have we? Golden Globes. Did anybody watch them? I didn't. I refuse to watch it. I can't stand it. It is the most political yuck, Zoom and all that. You know, it's just, everything we hate. Remember, Hollywood is part of the Communist 10. I saw this meme on Deborah Jo Durr's Facebook page, a Facebook friend of mine, and I had to capture the words, white people protesting white people's whiteness. Is that not hysterical? We now have a country where white people are now protesting white people's whiteness. I don't think I got to elaborate any more than that. Biden's dementia. In his speech in Texas, in his remarks in Texas, he got everything screwed up. He said, why am I here? What am I doing? I mean, a Stockdale moment. Couldn't remember anybody's names. I mean, we elected, you elected, all those that voted for him, a president with dementia. That really makes sense. Amazon, as part of their censoring operations, is censoring conservative books. Book burning will follow. Boston Public Schools are ending classes, some of the higher end classes that they're doing, AP type classes, because there's only Asians and whites are taking them. Do you believe it? Remember what I said about equality? Equality is equality, not inequality reversed. There's a Chinese national that was just arrested for stealing intellectual property. Folks, do you really think that they're catching all the people who are stealing our intellectual property and all of our secrets in this country? I guarantee you the Obama administration let them all in. Their standards, you think they did great background checks? No, we don't want to make it look like we're checking you. I guarantee you the great infiltration of this country happened under Obama. Trump was probably starting to weed them out. Boom, back to Biden. Nunes, his speech, Devin Nunes, like that guy. He's a hero, man. He stayed in the trench for Trump. You know what? The number one problem, and I agree with him, is pure censorship. Trump said in his speech, he goes, who can't believe in this stuff? You know, who can't, I love the fact that Trump calls it the way it is. That's why all of us Trump supporters like him so much. Kristi Noem, this is funny. I'm not putting this in here because I'm trying to dog Kristi Noem. I'm putting it in here because it makes me like her even more, because I am a traffic violator myself. Kristi Noem, according to a Wikipedia page, from 1989 to 2010, had 26 traffic citations. Kristi Noem, lead foot. Man, I like her even more. Hear about this. 300 girls, I'm assuming black, from Nigeria were kidnapped. I think the Wall Street Journal buried it on page 10. Where is the outrage in this country about that? I want to see some outrage. Last but not least, if you live in the Cincinnati area, the Brent Spence Bridge is going to be closed for a month. Well, not closed. They're going to keep lanes open, but it's going to be a disaster. So dodge the Brent Spence Bridge. So now we've come to the time of our show where we are going to give a giveaway. A $50 gift certificate to, not gift certificate, a $50 certificate to Shell. Woo-hoo! So the winner of, drum roll please, of this gift certificate is Patrice Burton. Congratulations, Patrice. Remember, you can text me at 859-250-2527 or email me at eric@ericdeters.com, and a member of my crack staff will make sure you get your $50 Shell gift certificate. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope you have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the Bulldog Show and hit that bell so you'll be alerted when I do other videos. Last but not least, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you.